There are key events. There are keys and events that we want to pay critical attention to when we are doing log analysis and trying to fetch information from our logs. And most let me just show it over here so that you have a look at it. So when you look at this, these are some of the key events, keys you want to be looking at. Like for instance, the source IP, the source address, what is the source IP address, and then the source IP address identified by CloudTrail, and this is a VPC log source. Is a VPC, so it's categorizes as to whether this is a CloudTrail log or this is a VPC flow log or Route 53 DNS reservoir stuff like that. And then we have the events that you'll be looking at for when you come to CloudTrail specifically. You're looking at events that you want to really pay attention to, like the create user events, describe instances. It's more like EC2 instance description of EC2 instances, create VPC, create VPCs, security, create security group, attach user policies, list access keys. These are critical events that you want to really pay attention to when you're doing your queries. So we want to look at, for instance, uh, some particular query that we have been directed to look at, user activity summary. So we want to look at user activity summary, and then we want to copy group by. Okay, so I'm gonna copy here. So this place, we want to understand this query, create a new query. So this has to be our user and partition by account. So this is going to be our account, my account ID over here. I'm gonna replace this with it. And then I'm gonna replace today's date. Today's 2025 01. It's just gonna be today. So yeah, I just started running the query. So 04, and it's just gonna be the same thing. Look at the duration. So basically, instead of using equal to, greater than equal to, or less than equal to, I can just use simple equal to, and then it's gonna work for me like that. So basically, we are selecting the user identity ARN, and then we are going to call it as event names. Sorry, user identity ARN, and then we're going to pick the event name. We're going to call the event name as event names. Then we're going to aggregate it, the source IP address, and stuff like that from this table and this database. So and then so these are the things we are getting. So we're going to list events like assume row, get, list, describe, stuff like that. So let's run this query and see. All right. So we see the events. Get, describe, stuff like that. So these are the source IPs, then user agents, stuff like that. So yeah, our query works perfectly. So we are ready to proceed. And I believe this is where it becomes very important that as a security engineer or as an aspiring security engineer, we take this opportunity to learn SQL queries, how to query logs. And in fact, query logs can be done by Gen AI platforms like ChatGPT. But I believe one thing that is very critical in order to be very good at generating queries will be to understand the logs, understand the various columns and what are the various data types, what are the various data or information that is involved in every column, the cells, the column, everything that is in. You have to really understand it, and in understanding it, that's where you can write good queries or good Gen AI prompt engineering in order to fetch those information that you are looking for you. So our next step is to simulate a ransomware attack in our environment. So we're going to copy a script and then run it in the Cloud Shell. So here, I do not know whether the script still exists. Uh, um, all right, it doesn't exist. So what we do is I'm gonna uh, load it, upload it, downloaded a ransomware file, uploaded it, and I'm gonna give it the permission to execute. So the upload is complete. Great. So we can increase this for us to have a look at. So this is our ransomware. And look at the permission involved. Right now, I cannot execute it. The no user can execute it, and the group cloud shell user as well cannot execute it. So this page, and then I'm gonna give it chmod use. I'm gonna go back and check again. So right now it's executable by me and even other users. By okay, I should have used u plus x, but it's okay, that's fine. So when I execute this, now it is gonna take its time to simulate the environment and it starts working. So I'm gonna pause the video and come back on it. Yeah, so the script has finished running, and this is the simulation output. The scenario that's given us is a strange Amazon S3 bucket has appeared in your AWS account. Upon further investigation, the S3 bucket contains what appears to be a ransom note. Use your AWS skills to determine the scope of any unauthorized use and discover what data has been taken and what data has been deleted. There are questions at the beginning of each detection section of this workshop that can be used to prompt your investigation if you get stuck. The end of each detection section will have hints and walkthrough to help provide answers to the questions. So what I've done is I used most of the hints given by AWS and also used my prompt engineering skills to develop new ways of obtaining the answers to the questions that are being posed for each section. So we walk through it as we begin. Thank you.